Hello, this is Jason McManus with Business Imaging Systems. Today's presentation, I'm going to walk you through how to leverage the Grooper platform to modernize your content within Box. Add some classification levels, metadata, give you some of the things that you would need if you wanted to potentially apply governance to those files. So in this particular case, I have a folder within my Box environment called Documents. And this is designed to represent my original source of information, which was, a poorly planned out environment with no taxonomy and just very little naming conventions. So if we look at these files, we've got a number of file types in here. We've got a SOW, we've got part of a loan packet agreement here. And in this particular file, we've got some sensitive data elements that we're going to be looking for when we do this process. So I've got a social and I got a date of birth that exist on these files. Just a random assortment of stuff that really doesn't have any true naming convention associated with it. So we got MSAs, we got NDAs, we've got a number of things. What we want to do is we want to migrate that over to a new folder in the same Box environment that we've titled just called contracts. So in this particular case, our contracts folder is completely empty because we haven't processed any files yet. And in the background, I've got Grooper running, and it's connecting to Box as our source and our destination in this case. And it's running these files through a process to auto-classify them based on document type. So we're going to look at the characteristics of the file and be able to auto-identify what document type it is, and then based on the document type, scan it for metadata elements such as maybe a name, and then also scan it for sensitive data elements like PII, PCI related data, and then put them into this contracts folder. So in the background, Grooper is doing exactly that right now. And if I were to come in here at this point and open back up my contracts folder, you will notice those exact same files have now been placed in here. And in the naming convention, we use the document type and the name. So in the case of a statement of work, it's a company name, but in the case of something like a loan packet, it's an individual name. So I've got statement of work underscore standard industries here. I can sort these by name. So if I wanted all my statements of work together, all my invoices together, loan packets, etc., I could easily sort them that way. I also could have foldered them and had an invoices folder, a loan packet folder. That's all configurable inside the system. The most important thing is that when you open up a file like this, you have all the metadata associated with that file. So now if I wanted to run governance on all invoices for Enid parts or add additional security levels or retention, whatever it might be, I now have the metadata associated with a file that I can do those things with. So as we scroll through, we look at something like a loan packet. Here's our loan packet for Felicity. Got all our data elements over here in our metadata fields. We have it organized now as a loan packet. And then as we scroll through this file, you'll notice that we also scrubbed those sensitive data elements during the migration as well. So just part of the migration. So organizing the content, potentially building folder levels if need be, applying all the metadata, scrubbing sensitive data elements, and then leaving all these files within the Box environment, and potentially deleting the original source files is what we would consider a best practice. So that's our presentation for today. If you have any questions, please let us know. You can go to grooper.com, Grooper.com for more information. Thank you.